May 12, 2017, 8:49. May 12, 2017, 8:49 a.m. Calling zoning for Alan Ward's contact information.
Honey, this is Carol. Can I help you?
Hi, Carol. I'm needing Aaron Ward's contact information, please.
I don't know who Aaron Ward is. I don't have Aaron Ward in our department.
Aaron Ward is listed in the Pueblo Chieftain as being part of the water project for the water levy, being one of the managers, the resource managers.
Yeah, he wouldn't be to zoning, though.
It says Pueblo Water, so who would I talk to about that? And I'm sorry, it's not Aaron, it's Alan.
Okay.
Alan.
What was the name? And last name is Ward?
Yeah, W-A-R-D.
Let me see. I'm going to put that hold for just a second. Number, because I was told the Board of Water works.
Okay, I'll try there. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Calling Board of Waterworks now, 8:49 a.m.
You have reached the Pueblo Board of Waterworks Service Department. Please hold, and your call will be answered in the order that it was received. Service Department.
Hi, I'm looking for Alan Ward.
Okay, one moment.
Take advantage of time-saving convenience when paying your... They pay over the phone with your Visa. Hey. Pueblo Water, this is Alan.
Hi, Alan. Your last name is Ward?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have you pictured here in the Pueblo Chieftain. The voice sounds very different compared to your picture here. Are you working with Nick Gradishar on this water levy project, as it's noted here in the paper?
His what project?
The water levy?
Well, Nick's on our board of directors, but I don't... I'm not sure what I guess I'd need some more information. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So Nick Gradishar's on the board of directors at the Board of Waterworks? Okay. Don't you find that to be a conflict of interest, as now then he's acted outside of his jurisdictions in trying to implement himself into a company situation, Mr. Gradishar, as he's doing genocide crimes by the use for this water taking, and I'm a victim of it. They illegally took my house, which you guys, the Board of Waterworks, I got recorded, said was not involved in this water taking project, but now, according to the paper, you guys are aiding and abetting domestic terrorism by genocide crimes of demolishing our houses without due process and without paying us for them. So,
can you tell me what article you're referencing? None of this
is the
ringing
Pueblo
a bell.
Chieftain August 20th, 2016, page 8A.
August
20th,
of
2016 of 8.
2016.
Yeah, and they have your name, Alan Ward, but it looks like a young man who's in his 20s or late 20s, mid or late 20s, and it doesn't appear to be the same voice, you know, just off of your voice, but...
Well, I'm Alan Ward. I guess I don't know how to prove that to you over the phone, but...
No, I know, but I'm just saying that the voice in the picture in this paper does not kind of coincide, which, you know, some people are really young and they have older voices. But you might check it out to see if this is even you or if there's another Alan Ward, but it does say that it's with the Pueblo Water Works and that it's a manager.
Well, it's extremely likely that it's me. I do work for Pueblo Water. So tell me again about the project you're talking about. I'm not sure what this demolishing houses and all is all about.
Yeah, it says that it's for all of the water that's occurring in Pueblo, for the contracts for pot growing and, you know, securing the long-term water for Pueblo and for the other states in the 9 counties. And, you know...
Okay, we do lease water for some pot grows.
Okay. And then do you guys have any profit sharing that you do off of those marijuana grows?
Any profit sharing?
Yeah, do you get
No.
profit off of the water that's growing the crops?
They pay us for it, but we're a nonprofit. We're a municipal water utility, so whatever money we get just helps keep rates down for the people in Pueblo.
Okay. That's good to know. And then those croppers, are they political actors who own these lands? Or, I mean, are these city cropping?
No, I think all of the grows are outside the city limits, so we're serving them under extraterritorial agreements.
Okay, and so those are owned by the city to generate money for the projects for the city?
No. No, they're all privately owned. The only role that we have is they need water to grow their crop, and we lease them water for that.
Oh, okay. And how can we go about getting the owners to those crops, to those lands?
The county assessor's office would have records of who owns what piece of property.
Oh, okay. And where
And it's available online.
So these waters, do they go into the county farmlands? Do they go to the Pueblo West farmlands? Are they all in the Pueblo County area?
Yeah, we've only provided water for marijuana grows within Pueblo County.
Okay. And they're all, are they in the farming areas of the county area? Or are they Beulah farmlands?
Not typically. The majority of them are located off of Highway 96 west of town, kind of southwest of Pueblo Reservoir, in an area called Pope Valley Ranch. There's quite a few operations there, and then there are a few more on the eastern end of the county, out around Boone.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it says, is that Pope County, and then so Boone. Is Boone in Pueblo County?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Cool. That's good information. And then, so what about the demolishment for the Arkansas Water Valley and also the Wild Horse Creek, the levees to both of those? Are you guys actively doing any of the water projects for those levees?
No, the levee's managed by the Pueblo Conservancy District that was set up after the 1921 flood to put the flood control levees in and maintain them. Okay.
All right. And then this Nick Gradishar, you know, has been acting in other things for the city in illegal mental holds on people who have been suffering some genocide crimes due to this marijuana cropping in the waters, due to the water levees. So that's why I asked, because they said...
What's the connection with water for marijuana and the levees?
Well, let me finish, because it all kind of ties together. It's a lot of information all in one thing. So in my case, 1967 CV 17664, my property is with the Wild Horse Creek levee, and that's all tribal water. However, they're planning to pump, according to what the Conservancy said, is they're planning to pump 200 million gallons a minute, and this is all on court record, and they're going to stockpile it in 2 big stock tanks, which means that you guys would have to be involved because it would be all that Pueblo stormwater, and the stormwater coming from El Paso. And so they're going to stock it, and then they're going to ship it to, at first they said 3 states. Now I'm reading in the papers that it's going to be 5 states and 9 counties. So that's why I'm calling to see if I can get some more information as to what's really going on here. Are we really going to be feeding that much water to all these other states and counties?
No. Yeah, Wild Horse Creek hardly produces any water at all except for, during large floods. But under typical operation, really the only water in Horse Creek through the town here is what comes out of the Pueblo West wastewater plant. As far as I know, nobody actually takes any water out of Wild Horse for use. I mean, none of our supply comes from Wild Horse. I don't think I've never heard anyone even talk about pumping water out of Wild Horse Creek.
Well, that is one of their projected plans because it is noted in court case and that they have the specs to do that, they said, yet they're not showing them to me. And I went down there to see the culverts, and the culverts are prepared to take in a large mass amount of water. And it appears that
there's a lot of water that can flow down there through a storm, but all it's doing is conveying the water from where it falls as rain and carrying it to the Arkansas River. It's all about flood control.
Well, I've owned a house in that area for quite some time, and due to those mass movements of that flood, I've never had a problem. So some of that I think is a falsity, as there was only one house in that area that would get a little bit more water up to the house, but never no flooding in their basements, and I never had any flooding either. So I wanted to call and get some more information because it appears that they've been lying to a lot of people and that they're planning these plans behind everybody's back, and nobody's aware of it.
Who is
they? I'm referring to as the Pueblo Conservancy District and Jill Mattoon, as well as Jeff Chosner and this Nick Gradishar, because we have transcripts and we have all the engineers with Pueblo the North Star stating that they're going to stockpile this water and they're going to ship it. And I even have parts of the paper even stating the same thing. So that's why I thought I'd bring it to your attention, because that's a lot of water profit. And due to the nature that this Nick Gradishar has acted in illegal acts against me, and taking my child, having me beaten up, putting me in a mental institution, trying to say I'm crazy for the things that they're saying and publicly saying, and so I've refused to relinquish my profits and my lands, and so they went and illegally took from me without paying me for my estate or anything, or creating a passage agreement. And so I wanted to bring it to your attention because as it is Pueblo water, stormwater.
Actually, no, that's not correct. All we do is provide treated drinking water for the city of Pueblo. The stormwater is not under our jurisdiction.
Okay.
I don't know half of what you're talking about, and I need to leave for a meeting. But I'd suggest you talk to the Pueblo Conservancy District, or if you're concerned about stormwater, the city of Pueblo stormwater utility.
So one last thing. So if they're going to be stockpiling this water, who's going to be treating it then? A private company?
Nobody.
Nobody. So they'll just ship contaminated water.
None of this even makes sense. No one would divert water from Wild Horse and try to put it to use. It's not reliable enough.
Sir, it's been in the paper, and you're telling me that it's delusional? It's all over the paper. You need to do your job, sir, and you need to research and investigate. I'd be happy to provide you documents. For you to say this, that it's delusional, you have blindfolds on, and you should really see what's going on, sir. I don't know if you're just playing stupid or if you really are. And I don't mean that condescendingly, but this is a very serious matter of genocide, and it's a very serious crime. It's a Sherman Act violation, which is prohibited by law. And so that's why I'm bringing it to your attention. I know that you think it's delusional. However, I have sufficient amount of facts to prove to you that it's not delusional one bit.
Well, there's really no need to prove it to me. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not. I mean.
But you are to protect the Board of Waterworks from any crimes
we're not
due to water.
by this.
Okay. Well, I just brought it to your attention, so I wanted to make sure that you are aware of this, and I appreciate your time, sir, and all the information. You have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.